What is up? How's it going? It is me, Crendor, and today I want to talk about Warhammer. So, if you didn't know, about a year ago, I started playing Warhammer again. And by playing, I mean building, painting, and playing. And I want to talk about kind of the story of how I got back into it, show off some stuff, and then plug my Warhammer Crendor channel, which I've technically done already now. So yeah. So, about a year ago, and by about, I mean, I think literally a year ago, it was like July 2nd or something, I was like thinking about Classic WoW, right? Because I just started playing the Classic WoW beta, or playing a bit of it, and I was like, man, what are some other things I was really nostalgic about? And one of them was Warhammer, because back in 8th grade, I got this book. Well, my friend got this book, and I remember 8th edition Warhammer, and I would just look through this book whenever I went by his house. One time I was like, hey, can I borrow this book? And he's like, yeah, whatever. And I remember we were on like a trip to go on vacation or somewhere, and I would just read this book the whole like 2 or 3 hour drive. I'd be like, oh my god, what is this? And just looking through all this, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, right? Being in 8th grade, just seeing all these like orcs and demons and lizard men. And you know, like here's some, let me see. Here's some of the armies. So here are the lizard men right here. Looking great. Look at these. Wow. Some of these models are practically the same as the new ones. Bretonnians, right? You got Bretonnians, you got like the Khemri, the vampire counts. If you played Total War Warhammer, you've probably seen a lot of these old fantasy armies. You got Wood Elves, you got High Elves, Skaven. A lot of these old Skaven look at these rats. Oh my god, look at that. Ho ho. And you know, you had like Empire, Orcs, and Goblins. Here's your old like Orcs and Goblins. You got like the Giants and the some boar charging Orcs and stuff. So it's great, right? You're looking through this book and like, oh my god. So I started getting into Warhammer because of it. And I wanted to play the Lizard Men. So, you know, I got my Lizard Men book. By the way, these are not actually mine. I bought these on eBay because I was like, I forgot what they were called. I forgot what edition they were, and so someone's like, just check eBay. So I did, and I found them. So like again, looking at some of these old like lizard men here. Fun fact: some of those look at these old like salamanders. Here's the thing: they're like literally the same. These models have like not been updated. So anyway, so yeah, just looking through a lot of these. I was like, oh, this is really cool, man. It was fun just looking at all the nostalgic stuff. And I played some Total War Warhammer, and I had a great time. And then I was like, you know, I should just get some Warhammer stuff and actually build it now that my brain has developed. Somewhat developed. And so I went and I bought the Seraphon. That's what they're called now, Lizard Men, because I guess copyright reason. You can't copyright the term Lizard Men or whatever, so they had to change the name to Seraphon. And I started building. And I have built a lot. So I'm going to show off a lot of the things I've built. First, here are things I built in 8th grade. These are 2 Lizard Men warriors from 8th grade. These are not painted. These are colored in with like permanent colored markers and glued with like a ton of super glue. And then the bases have like some shitty grass sprinkled on it or something. But, you know, 8th grade me was like, this is awesome. And I tried to make my own terrain and stuff like that. I don't like construction paper. I was very into it. And, you know, it stopped after a while because my friends got less into it and everything. And I was like, alright, whatever. But now I have a lot of things. So first off, this is what I've been working on. Currently on the Warhammer Crendor channel. This is the Carnosaur, what's it called? Saurus Old Blood on Carnosaur. I've been tweaking him up. I painted him like a year ago. Don't pay attention to this. I'm still working on the base. I like messed it up. I'm still doing stuff. So he's got like all the blues and the yellows, and then there's the dude on top and his gold armor and everything. And there he is about to eat some Skaven or something. I don't know. Eat some rats. And he's having a fun time. So that's one thing I got. Here's one of my favorites. It's my Slan. Just chilling in his little Slan throne. I painted him a while ago, but I painted... Uh-oh, Slan down. Whoop. That's so he can, like, if I need to remove him to go on, like, a tornado or whatever, he can do it. Here's my Lord Croak that I just finished up on my Warhammer Crendor channel, painting him. So I, like, started when he was, like... I think I'd only painted actual Lord Croak. I hadn't painted the throne yet. So, I had a fun time painting the throne. We got, like, all these bones. You can see, like, a lot of the... What do you call it? The bones look like they're rotting away or whatever. I really like that. And so it was pretty fun. I've started basing with just some really basic basing. Like little plants and stuff. Let's see, what else we got? I have my Astrolith Bearer. Great guy. Hold on, so it can autofocus. I think it keeps focusing on these books in the back. Hold on. Let me move them out of the way. Whoop. Let's try now. And there he goes. Okay, yeah, there's my Astrolith Bearer. And he's having a great time. Mainly painted him with contrast. I've been going back and repainting a lot of the things I painted with contrast. Just because some things look better with normal paints. Now it's not focusing. Okay, there it goes. But I really like the skull paint for contrast and a lot of the other ones. A lot of the blue paints are really cool. Let's see, what else do I got here? I have my Ripperdactyl. I like him. I haven't finished painting him yet, but I think he just looks cool. Look at that. Woo! Doo-doo-doo-doo. And I got some other stuff as well. I've got like the Beasts of Chaos. Here's a Great Bray Shaman. And I think I painted him with mainly contrast as well, but I think he still looks pretty good. The three armies I have are Beast of Chaos, Seraphon, and the Orcs. So I also have an Orc here to show off. Here's the Orc. He has like an elf head or something, I don't know. And he's like, rah, and he's got his axe, he's got his big ass thing on his shoulder of bone. He's got his armor, which I think looks really cool. I did like some brass blending of armor, and then I shaded it with like a... I think I did Nuln Oil, and then I did some Agrax Earthshade or something, so it's like a very dirty, rusty type of armor. I thought it looked really cool. Or I wouldn't have done it. So that's one of the Orcs I have. Here's like a Croxagore I've been working on. He's kind of an older model, but I like tried doing some crazy stuff with his spine, doing like a bunch of different colors. I thought that looked neat. It's like out in the wild, right? A bunch of different lizards and reptiles. They always look kind of multicolored, and they have crazy different colors. Some are like different colors from the exact same animal. So I'm just kind of mixing and matching. I gave him like some war paint on his eyes. I thought that looked cool. It was more like I messed up, and then I was like, that kind of looks cool, so I kept it as like a war paint. Here's a Bastillodon I worked on. I just started basing him. He's got like a rock. Look at that rock. And then some skinks on him and everything like that. So that's been pretty fun. And then I just started working on my Engine of the Gods again. As you can see here. That's my Engine of the Gods. Still got a lot of paint like up here. Unpainted stuff, so I'm going to be painting that soon. And here's my Skink Priest. Well, Skink Star Priest. I actually like him a lot. He's got like some purple colors, and he's got all the feathers. And he's got like the little steps he's standing on. He's got this crazy staff thing with the skull on it. So I think it looks cool, and he's got the little yellow eyes you can kind of see, where he's like, harnessing his skink channeling. So yeah, and then here's a skink priest. And this model is very old, as you can see by the fact that he's like 2 millimeters wide. Like, oh my god, like look at this. He could like fit through any door or crack he wanted to. So I actually have another skink priest that I'm gonna be painting soon, where he comes and they start collecting, and he's supposed to go on top of like an engine or a stegodon. But if you don't use him, you can just put him on a base and be like, hey, he's a skink priest, because technically he is, and he can serve the same purpose as like this priest. Or he can be a star priest. You can kind of proxy him for whatever you want, as long as you're not playing with like some nerds that are like, I don't allow that to happen. You know, most people are like, all right, that's kind of cool. So yeah. So that's been, those are some of the Warhammer things I've painted, and I just kind of wanted to show them off, because I love Warhammer, man. I'm so happy I got back into it. This has kind of been the year of like nostalgia, right? Like there's classic WoW, and I was like, you know what? Let's get some Warhammer stuff. Let's get this rolling. I've had a lot of fun. I've learned how to build and paint all this year, and I've learned how to play the game. I've played like so many games. I've played against people in like my local game stores and stuff. Not recently, for obvious reasons, but a lot of cool people out there. Really love the community. And if you want to check out my Warhammer channel, it is Warhammer Crendor. I'll put a link in the description down below. I used to put a bunch of Warhammer videos up here, so if you find some from like a year ago, there's a lot from on this channel, but I moved everything over to a different channel because I didn't want to flood this channel with Warhammer stuff. So if you like it, go check it out, because I upload a few videos a week there. So yeah, and the other thing I wanted to mention is I get a lot of people being like, Crendor, 40k, 40k, do you play 40k? Where's the 40k? See, you got a lot of Seraphon, you see, where's the 40k? Okay, so I might be building some 40k stuff. Alright? So finally, the people have been like, Crendor, where's your 40k? We may be building some 40k stuff on the Warhammer channel. So look forward to that. Don't worry. It's likely gonna happen, because I may have some already. Even if I don't play 40k, I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. So I got some stuff that looks cool, and we'll build it. So, and paint it. Thank you for watching. And yeah. Let's see. Normally I give people something to comment. Comment your favorite Warhammer stuff, or like if you play Warhammer, or like if you used to play Warhammer, or if you just paint miniatures, they're like D&D, maybe you don't paint Warhammer specifically, or just any experiences you've had with miniature painting or anything like that. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya. I gotta go turn the video off over here.